all want to incorporate more vegetables into our diets, but what is a pain-free way to do that? I mean, juicing kale? Come on, really? If you like that stuff, to each their own. But for me, personally, my biggest vegetable dish comes from a stir-fry, or sometimes I call it a steamed vegetable combo. Let's just get into it.
It's time for Galaxy Hoodie Guide!
Let's get started. Here you can see I have a broccoli crown, which I've gone ahead and split up. A whole thing of celery, not one or two stalks, an entire bunch of celery, all nice and chopped up. You're gonna add salt and pepper to taste. You're gonna need about a pound of carrots in 1/2-inch cubes, a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 1 onion, which you're gonna dice finely, 4 cloves of garlic, which you can press or mince, whichever your preference, sesame seeds for garnish, and then off to the right there's a container you can kind of see in the sink. That is my chicken defrosting from the freezer. Then you can serve it with your rice of choice. Add your oil straight into the pan and then go ahead and whip it around real quick. Woo! Whip my hair around. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, make sure your oil is nice and hot before you go ahead and add your onions. Onions in. Okay, we're gonna press the garlic in and then make sure to give those suckers a good mix around, get the oil all distributed evenly, and then you're gonna let these cook until they are translucent for about 15 minutes or so. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you are at the point of translucence, and then you're gonna go ahead and add your celery and your carrots to the mix. Mix everything up together and make sure it looks very well combined. You want everything to cook through about as evenly as possible. You're probably gonna have a little bit of crunch on the celery and the carrots. That is totally fine. Go ahead and salt and pepper to your preference. We wanna give it as much time as possible to season the food. Add your broccoli in fast and furious motions and then go ahead and mix that in. The reason we didn't combine it earlier is because we want our broccoli to have some life left in it towards the end. Mushy broccoli is really disgusting unless you're a Brit. And while I was born a Brit, I still find mushy broccoli really disgusting. About 10 minutes or so later, it's gonna look nice and cooked through like this. You're gonna cut your chicken up into little cubes, or I guess these are kind of big cubes. And then you're gonna just cook them in with everything else. Don't worry about the rawness. It does not matter at all. You're cooking at a high enough of a temperature that everything is gonna be safe for you. Now, to make sure that your chicken is fully cooked, you want it to be white. Very white on the outside. That's how you know it is cooked through and is done, or you can test for an internal temperature of 165 degrees just to be sure. Last but certainly not least, add your soy sauce and sprinkle on those sesame seeds. That's not enough. Yeah, you're gonna wanna do maybe 2 or 3 times that amount. You really want them to just coat everything. You can toast the sesame seeds beforehand if you'd like to have them be a little more pronounced in flavor, but I just throw them in. I'm kinda lazy that way, I guess. It all works out either way. It doesn't matter which way you do it.
And there you have it, the delicious vegetables all at your fingertips. Serve with rice.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and then go ahead and leave me a comment down below, or follow me on social media if you haven't already. There's going to be a button that appears here. Make sure to click that to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Always remember though, stick with me, and you'll never go hungry again!